Hi, welcome to I'm the Monad Tarot. Thank you so much for choosing me and trusting me with your reading. I certainly hope and pray that all is well. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes. Welcome to new members. Welcome to new subscribers. Welcome to those who are returning. I appreciate your love and support. Become a member here at I Am the Monad Tarot, where we have early access to videos, members only videos, and personal monthly readings. Gemini, I'll be doing your reading here from the Tarot Apocalypse. Let me get you some good shuffles in, and we will begin your reading for Gemini. Give you a nice three-way split, Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's get into it. Gemini, I feel like maybe you have an interest in, you want a Ten of Cups, okay? You want the blessings. I feel like maybe a family, a home. I'm also hearing provision, okay? Maybe you want someone to provide for you, okay? You know, I'll just say it like this, okay? A home, the home of the family, the emotional fulfillment. But I feel like you may feel like it's not coming in, like you're not able to manifest it. Maybe you are meeting people who just don't seem like the right person, not genuine, okay? I'm hearing not positive, okay? Just not a genuine energy, not pure. And I feel like you're having a difficult time here with this. And like maybe people are walking away, you know, like the relationships that you're coming into, okay, in this regard, they're just not lasting, okay? And you may feel like it's so much competition, like it's always a competition here, okay? Like once you meet somebody, once you come into favor with somebody, right, it just, maybe they have other people, okay, that they're dating and whatnot, and it just doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel real, like how, you know, like you're trying to find that one-on-one situation, okay, commitment, but it's just a competitive energy out here, okay? And maybe you don't feel like you meet this up to standard or something like that, okay? Or just, you know, like you don't want to have to compete with so many different people. And I feel like this happens sometimes. Maybe when you do meet someone, it looks like it's going to go, you know, in a positive way toward what it is that you want. But then it's like it slows down, and the person, they may ghost you, okay, and getting into this devil energy, like I said, where it's not genuine, it's not pure. And I feel like you may feel like, well, what am I doing wrong here, okay? Why don't they like me? Why don't they favor me? All right. I mean, like, you know, why are there so many others? You know, like this people with this, you know, maybe the grass is green over here. Let me see what else is out there, okay? And I feel like it makes you feel powerless here. Okay. Like nobody wants the traditional life. You may feel like nobody wants the traditional life. They don't want the traditional home. They don't want to get married, you know, and have a family and all of that. They just want to play around, play the field. But, you know, what about me? You know, that's what I feel like you're feeling here. What about me? What about what I desire? And you want the traditional family life, right? I do feel like there might be an offer coming into you, though. There's someone, I'm hearing someone out here. There's someone. They want to come in and offer you peace, a cup of love, I'm hearing. Take my love, take my cup. This person, now, maybe there's not somebody specific right now. Maybe there is, but I feel like this is what is going to happen. This person will see you, okay, as the star energy of bright, as someone they will want to have a home with, that they will want to have a family with. Okay, this person is not cheap. Okay, they're not small. They're not an immature energy. Okay, I feel like this person will be a good match for you. You're not you. This I heard tailor made. Like this person may be tailor made for you. Okay, I feel like this person has the same desires that you have. They want a home. They want a family. They want the traditional life here. Okay, I'm also hearing traditional upbringing. This person may have had a traditional upbringing. I'm hearing like yourself. I feel like you both have. Now, okay. I feel like the type of people you have met are people who you don't want them to know it, because I feel like they haven't been very bright, not too smart, maybe kind of mean, surly, maybe like dictators. Okay, you're gonna do what I say, type of thing. All right. Um, People who are not really open to the opinions of another. Okay, it's what I say, what this is, how it is, what goes, kind of brutish. People who are not leaders. Okay, um, just kind of just, waffling through life. Okay, but not really, don't really have any kind of real direction in life. All right, don't not take charge. They may not even take charge of their own life. Okay, so I feel like when I'm not quite sure about this new person that will want to offer you this, but these that you have come in contact with, these type of people that you have come in contact with, have no regrets. Be thankful if they ghosted you and got any devil energy and whatnot. Okay, because they I don't feel as though they were good for you in terms of what it is that you want. Okay, with the whole traditional life here. These are not very traditional people. They don't bring, okay, I'm just going to say what I'm hearing. They don't bring anything to the table here, okay, for what it is that you want. Maybe for somebody else, okay, but not for what it is that you want. But I feel like that is coming to an end. These people were kind of like weak, okay, just no strength. I'm hearing no character. They may not have had any kind of, if this is important to you, any kind of strong spiritual foundation, or maybe even religious foundation, no real moral integrity type, just like I said, just floating through life. Okay, not really people who are reflective of who they are, just open to any old thing. All right, okay, and just not even trying to understand life and who they are, what they want out of life. Okay, just like I said, waffling through life. I feel like these are the type of people that you may have met here. Okay, liars. Okay, maybe people sharp tongued. Okay, cold, distant. I'm also hearing confirmation, and possibly just mentally bound. And I feel like you're the type, I feel like you are a nurturer, caring, Queen of Cups energy. Continue to hold on to that energy, hold on to what it is that you want. All right, and I feel like it may be kind of difficult for you, because you feel like when is this going to end? When am I going to meet my person? When am I going to meet someone who wants what I want? Okay, and who values who I am and what I bring to the table here. Okay, let me see. Okay, these people also, because they had no direction, they may not have had any financial focus either. Okay, maybe not have been good with their money. Okay, if they even had any. Okay, what else does Gemini need to know? Okay. These also may have been, you want more than just, sexual activity. Okay, you don't need that kind of, you don't want that kind of conflict. And I know you don't want it. Okay. What else for Gemini? Maybe we can get some information on who this person is, okay? Because I'm getting a lot about what you have been dating, okay? What you have been coming in contact with, okay? Just people with no structure, okay? Conflict, no structure, no balance, okay? Stand confident here in what it is that you want also. And I think, you know what, when you meet some of these people, I don't know if you're on a dating app. I feel like you might be on a dating app, and I've heard some positive things, about people meeting people on dating apps. I heard some negative things too. I mean, I heard one guy say, "Don't get on no dating apps," but I've heard other people say, "Try dating apps," and so whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna judge you on that one way or another. It's been apps. They had back in the day, magazines for people to meet up and date, newspaper article, sections in the newspaper. So that type of thing has always been around, okay, for people to meet, okay, because it's not always necessarily easy to meet just on a regular day-to-day basis. I feel, so stay confident in that when you meet some of these people, don't shift who it is that you are, okay, just so that they can be open to you. At some point, you know what it is that you want, okay? And I feel like you don't want to just date, just be dating. I feel like you're dating with a purpose. You want marriage, you want the home, okay? You want the family, all right? So I feel like you be confident in that and stand your ground on that, because if you don't and you shift who it is that you are, okay, and not really open about that, just so someone will be open to you, and then they're not really what you want anyway, or it doesn't work out because they don't want what you want, and it's like a waste of time. And then I feel like, you feel hurt, and I'm hearing you feel judged as well, okay? So I feel like don't be in that space. Know exactly what it is that you want. I feel like even in a person here, okay, so that you don't keep running into this type of thing and then feeling like, oh, well, people don't like me and I'm not good enough and blah, 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 this, that. It's not about that. Okay, state what it is that you want. Okay, and stand firm and confident. Be confident in that and stand firm on it. Like, don't pussyfoot around here. Okay. Okay, anything else for Taurus? Taurus, I feel like, not Taurus, Gemini. My apologies, because I just did Taurus. Gemini. I also feel, Gemini, be confident in what if these people don't like you, okay, we heard about who and what they are, okay, all right, that you've been running into. Don't let that be the judge of the value it is that you have and that you bring, okay, to your life and possibly to another person's life, and the what it is that you want, okay, in terms of marriage, family, and all of that type of thing, because you are very abundant here. You're an abundant person, and that don't matter. I'm not saying you rich, you got a lot of money, and I'm not saying that. You're abundant in the idea of exactly who it is that you are and what it is that you want. Okay, so you don't have to be with the gangster love and all of that type of thing, okay, and worry about these people who are not, they're not what you want, they're not what you're looking for anyway, okay. I do feel like you're very self-sufficient and you do take care of yourself, but I do feel like maybe you can be a little bit more open here from what I'm seeing with the moon card in reverse, in terms of maybe expand your options. Okay, so like if you say, well, I only like this race of men, I only want this, and they have to be A, B, C, and D. Well, maybe the perfect person for you that you're looking for, who has the same values as you, you might find that person may not be in that particular race. Okay, or women. Okay, race of men or women. Okay, take it as it resonates. They got to be tall. Well, maybe the person that's for you, who holds the exact values that you hold, who will see the beauty in you, so on and so forth. Maybe they're short. Okay, I'm just saying with the moon card in reverse, I feel like, Spirit is saying be more open. Precision is in the reverse. In other words, be precise. Okay, learn from your mistakes. Try not to make them again. Be precise when you meet these people and you go out on these dates and all of this kind of stuff. Stand confident, stand strong in who it is that you are and what it is that you want. Okay, because you are dating with a purpose. You want home, you want marriage, you want a family. You don't want to make friends with somebody and then start liking them and then see that, well, you done develop some feelings and they tell you that, yeah, I don't want that. I ain't interested in that. And then, Janie calling me tomorrow or Jimmy calling me on Tuesday if you're a man. I mean, if you're a woman. You understand what I'm trying to say, okay? Take it as it resonates, okay? All right. I certainly hope that resonated with some Gemini. I ask that you all like, share, and subscribe. To those who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you have not, but you watch my videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, thumbs up, comment, come over, see what's happening here at I Am the Monad Tarot. You all have favor. Peace.